Hello and welcome to the last episode of Tiksu to UniTartu. Today we're going to be talking about the hidden gems of Tartu. We're going to be going out with a bang, and we have two amazing guests with us today, Lachlan and Johanna. Johanna, would you like to introduce yourself?
Oh, hi, I'm Johanna. I'm living in Tartu. I was not originally born here, but I moved here like 5 years ago to study here. And last summer I graduated from the University of Tartu, where I studied journalism and communications. And now I'm working at the city of Tartu as a marketing specialist.
Great. And why did you move to Tartu originally? What made you come to University of Tartu?
Well, I'm an Estonian myself, so I felt that as I wanted to study journalism, then there are two options in Estonia to study that, either in Tallinn or in Tartu. And I'm originally from Tallinn myself, so I was already kind of sick and tired from Tallinn already. And I also always knew that the University of Tartu is the most highly ranking academically in Estonia. So I assume maybe I just wanted to study in the most prestigious university in Estonia as well.
Definitely. A lot of people,
if I'm honest.
A lot of people come on and they reference the ranking, but I mean, it is a good reason to come.
But I also really liked the atmosphere of Tartu as well.
Absolutely.
As I had been here like a few times before as well. So I think that's what I found the most entertaining or inspiring.
Yeah, definitely. Lachlan, would you like to introduce yourself as well?
Yeah, I'm from Australia. I'm a foreign Estonian. I was born in Sydney, but I have ancestors that left Estonia. So
cool.
I have a connection to Tartu, but also other towns in Estonia. And I'm currently studying in the master's program of folkloristics. And yeah, I kind of had the same reasons to come here.
Learn a little bit more about your heritage too.
Yeah, my thesis topic is about Estonians, and so if I was going to study anywhere, it would make sense to do it in Estonia, and Tartu was the one that popped out.
Yeah, definitely. I'm a big fan of Tartu. I think we all are, according to our introductions. I wanted to ask you guys, what are your three top places in Tartu to visit?
I think the Estonian National Museum is definitely my top recommendation for anyone. I worked there for a bit with an internship, and was really impressed by the scope of which the objects that they have and the curation, and especially for newcomers to Estonia, it really lays out a very easy way of approaching history here, because it can be quite challenging to understand the layered kind of histories of occupation and stuff. And,
yeah, definitely. I really appreciate how they also have the main hall set up in kind of a a reverse chronological order, and you can go back and kind of, take the steps through history as you go down the exhibits. And there's always changing exhibits too. Yeah,
and it's fully accessible for you can not just English, but Russian, Finnish, Latvian. It's very much built for foreigners to come and access. So
yeah, definitely. I like how they have the little, that you tap on and it can change the language. What are some other places you think?
I mean, the Old Town, it's not the same as what Tallinn has, the Vanalinn, but it is kind of like a historic area. You can kind of see history. You can see a lot of the ruins also of the old Tartu, fort that used to be there. And Toomkirik is the cathedral that sort of sits at the top of Tartu, and there's a museum that the university has there, and there's beautiful park area that you can explore, and that's another area I'd really recommend people to check out.
Definitely. And Johanna, how about you? What are your favorite spots in Tartu, your must visits?
Well, I definitely already agree with everything that you said, but I would also say that what I really enjoy about Tartu is how compact it is, that you can go basically anywhere by foot or by bicycle. And I really enjoy the cityscapes here, which have a lot of nature. So I really like to take a stroll in the bohemian neighborhoods of Supilin or Karlova, and maybe stop in many of the bakeries or bars or so I feel like Tartu is one of the many reasons why Tartu is so great is because there are so many places that you can make your own and find the beauty in them. But if I were to maybe pinpoint a few, then I would say that I really like the Toomemägi as well. Of course, as mentioned, Karlova and Supilin, Tähtvere, but maybe I really like the bar Parlova myself. And Karlova Coffee is a place where you can get amazing coffee. Krafin is a place where you can get amazing pastries, and there are so many others as well.
Yeah, there's definitely like a lot of great places, and I like going into the smaller towns because it really does feel like, I don't know, that community vibe there, and it's really refreshing to see for me as well. So when you guys first came to Tartu, right off the bus, maybe your very first time, what were your first impressions?
My first time was maybe in 2017, and I was here on an exchange, or they were bringing foreign Estonians over, guiding us around, and it was a very short whirlwind of experience. But like we did all of the Rahvusarhiiv, it's the National Archive, the Literature Museum. It was kind of museum back to back, and I think the point about it being compact, it's like I grew up in a town as big as Tartu, and like same population size. In Sydney, in where I grew up, and we didn't have any kind, like the amount of institutions and museums and archives that are here. It's very easy, especially for people that are researching Estonian culture. Like this is a place you want to be probably more than Tallinn, because like you have a lot of collections of folklore, especially, and I was really impressed by that and kind of shocked at and overwhelmed maybe.
Yeah.
And to me, when I got off the bus, it was like expansive, like it's huge. It's the second largest city. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then it's slowly shrunk. It's become much more cozy and familiar over the past year that I've been here.
Definitely. Like when I first got here, one of my favorite things to do is kind of just go around to the neighborhoods, like Johanna had mentioned, Supilin, Karlova, and kind of see, you can really see the history in like the older buildings. And it's something I really appreciate and something I don't get in Chicago. You know, everything's relatively new, and you know, there's buildings here that are probably older than than a lot of the places there. So that's something I really appreciate. Now, I know you mentioned, Johanna, that you had been to Tartu before, maybe when you were a lot younger, but did you have a different experience coming here for the first time as a student and maybe experiencing like the student life?
Yeah, I was just reflecting back to when I just moved to Tartu, and I was living on the Tigi Street where there is a student dormitory, and I had to buy a lot of stuff from the stores, right? So then I remember I was walking down the Vanemuine Street hill, and then back up, and then back down, and then back up, and then over the Toomemägi, the Toome Hill. And then I remember that my feet hurt a lot after that first day. And maybe I feel like the entire week I just felt like my feet muscles are growing because compared to the northern part of Estonia, Tartu has way more hills.
Yeah.
And this is one of my most...
Your biggest complaint about Tartu?
No, not my biggest complaint. I love this, but one of the memories that came up first.
I feel bad every time you think of Tartu. There's a foot pain for you or something.
No.
I know.
Now my muscles are bigger. Now I can just
hey, that's
go anywhere.
That's an advertisement in itself. If you want to work out your foot muscles, come on down.
I had a similar experience moving in. Like I had to buy a lot of stuff from Jysk and also IKEA, so I'd always be biking out to Lõunakeskus and coming. Like it's quite a distant.
Yeah, it's a little ways away.
Yeah,
it's
and
not too
also
far, but
my building where I studied, the Institute of Social Studies, it's also located on top of the Toomemägi.
Yeah.
And we were joking with my fellow students that the Lossimägi or the Lossi Hill never gets easier, even on your third year.
And I mean, we're talking a lot about the hills, but like comparative to other cities, just they're not really hills.
It's fine. You'll be fine. I mean, in winter, I think you need a good pair of boots.
Yeah.
If you want to make it up that hill.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the hills. I mean, it makes it nice compared to the pancake of a country that.
But speaking of other cities, guys, I'm assuming we've all traveled around Estonia. It's not that big of a place. I wanted to ask you guys, how does Tartu compare to other cities, in your opinion?
Yeah, I mean,
other Estonian cities.
Yeah, other Estonian cities. I guess to me, Estonia's idea of what city is might be a bit of a shock to what people from other countries come from, especially if you're like where, your suburb you grow up, I might have 1 million people.
Yeah.
Like there's 1.3 million in Estonia. So like it is very quiet and it's very calm and like safe. And I think that's a big shock, how casual everything is. To me, I've always thought about Tartu being like this Western town, like this kind of old-timey Western town with like the shopkeep on the corner that, you know their name and you see the same people, the same dogs like walking on the street. And I'm at this point now where I'm seeing friends always like bumping into them casually, like unintentionally, which I'm not familiar. Like this is a very different feeling of being in a city that I can navigate quite quickly and like that 15-minute city kind of vibe.
No, I talk about that all the time when I talk about Tartu with people. Is I love the fact that you almost know everybody or you recognize people. You go to a bar on Friday night and you see a lot of the same people and you're like, oh God, I should remember this person's name. Or you see, like you said, the same dogs, and it's kind of cool. It's very familiar. It's kind of refreshing.
Yeah, it's kind of like a city for introverts and extroverts because like you could become notorious here and like everyone knows your name, or you could really live a very quiet kind of hermit life and you would perfectly fit in here. Like
nobody's gonna bother you either.
Yeah, people are very regardless of how outgoing you are, you can like enjoy it. But like I think it's definitely a student town. Like you really feel it, especially around like Walpurgis night around 30th of April and 1st of May.
Yeah.
You really sense that student life really grounds the city in like even the architecture, the corporations that.
I feel like it kind of runs on a schedule a little bit, when you're between the two intakes of the students, whether you're coming in summer or you're coming in winter, the city kind of operates. You see the events, right when the students get here, there's a ton of events, and then, kind of trickles off as everybody gets more involved in their studies.
City comes to life.
Yeah, it really does. It really does. Yeah.
I mean, 1/5 of the city are students, I think. So
I think I heard something like 1/3 is like somehow involved in the university. Either working, have like our alumni.
Yeah, so it really mirrors that.
Yeah, definitely. Great. But we are here today to talk about the hidden gems, right? So I wanted to know, I guess we're all locals now. We've all been here for a hot minute. What do you guys think is like the place the locals go? Maybe, the tourists aren't finding it, You mentioned Barlova. That's probably would be my spot to go to. Sorry if I stole yours, but what do you guys think?
One thing I like to go to is this social folk dancing. This Digi Seltsimaja, I think they've changed the name now. The Culture Society.
Yeah, but I know what you mean, and I would also recommend that. I've been there myself as well.
Can you guys maybe like tell me what that is? Is it just?
Yeah, like folk dancing is kind of these social. The ones that they do at this event, it's they invite people to come to the stage, or not stage, it's just an open hall.
Yeah.
And people that are folk dancers kind of guide it, and it's live music, and it's once a fortnight, and it's a really nice way to meet people, and just, I don't know, you could also go as a stranger and just feel free to learn some new folk dancing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I feel like, as I mentioned before, I feel like Tartu is so small that everyone can find their hidden gems themselves. And this is what makes the city so beautiful. for example, just yesterday I went to Typa, or I'm trying to think, what is it in English?
Typa?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
basically a museum for print stuff.
Yeah.
And they had a scrap night where we could make our own notebooks from paper, from the very scratch. And this is something that I had never done before, and I feel like it's kind of similar to the folk dance club in a way that it's also donation based, and you just go there, you hang out, you do stuff, you can be creative, you can feel freely yourself, and then you go home and you think, oh, I must go again.
Yeah, there's also like a lot of bars. Obviously, there's kind of, I know it used to be called the Bermuda Triangle of like Kivi and Trep and Mökku, which moved. Mökku is still, I think, one of the most. I wouldn't say it's hidden, but it's like people don't really know that there's like a lot of programming that happens there with Gen, like the Generalisti there.
Yeah, most like student events, or at least ESN. I know a lot of the Erasmus Student Network events happen there. So I've definitely spent my fair share of nights.
I also really like Ulabar, which has like a wonderful like garden area, I would say. Yeah.
I was thinking there's also, I went to one recently. It is like a secret writers bar that is only for like 50-year-old male men writers. Like one of my friends works there, and she said like, yeah, it's like not invite only. You can like you have to knock on the door and they have to let you
That's
in.
a real hidden
like
gem.
there's quite a few like secret spots that maybe you have to get to meet people. But I also find that Estonians like to drink a lot at home, and those are the real secret kind of
it's at your buddy's apartment.
And then go out to Kivi or something later.
The pre-gaming is definitely prevalent. But I mean, speaking about going out, guys, how about events? What do you guys think are some like events that whether you're here in summer, whether you're here in winter, what are some events that you think shouldn't be missed?
I guess I came here last year when Tartu 2024 had just finished, the culture capital, and that was insane, the amount of events that were happening every day. But I guess there is the film festival Tartu that happens. That's awesome. Like it happens in the middle of the square, and pop-up cinema like every night comes up and down, and that is really cool and free to participate in. There's also lots of markets throughout the year. They're kind of evenly spaced out. So you have like the spring market, you have the Hanseatic one, Christmas, and the ice skating rink. And there is a lot of like kind of during summer, that's the peak period when there's a lot of outdoor events.
There's usually always something going on. Like you said, the markets, they do multiple of those a year, and I always get really excited because that's when, people, bring the stuff, they come a little bit from the countryside. They bring, the
smoked fish,
the smoked sausage. You get the, the sea buckthorn juice, all the goodies that like might not be the highest quality in the shop, I'll say. They're definitely better from somebody's garden. But yeah, I think also like a Prima Vista is going on like around now, and that's kind of like a literature festival that I enjoy attending as well.
I would also add that each like when the academic year begins, then there's also the Tartu Student Days. So for a week or two, there are lots of events, especially aimed towards students and also international students. So I would highly recommend partaking in them as well.
Yeah, definitely. And when you go to these events, there's, you're going specifically for students, and you're going to find a lot of people in the kind of the same situation as you, especially.
Yeah, and I really like how there's something for all the students with different hobbies. There are like high-level parties or raves, and then there are also like pancake mornings or yoga, poetry nights or yoga sessions. So there's really
chill. I know like Aparadi has a lot of these like gallery nights that they run where all of their galleries open their doors till late, and it's like I think maybe once a month they do this, and there's a lot of gallery spaces that do openings, which for those that are interested, that's a really nice way of
definitely.
meeting people.
You mentioned the Aparadite House or this kind of area. Well, it's where we are right now. But there's a lot of great restaurants there, isn't there? I wanted to ask you guys maybe what are your favorite spots to eat out in Tartu, and maybe a couple you could recommend to people, that need to pick and choose,
Kolm Tilli has really great pizza in Aparadite House.
Yeah. I think that would probably be the most popular restaurant in Tartu. It's always packed.
So.
Yeah, that maybe Apparat as well is pretty popular. Kruffen is good for like if you're got a bit of money and you want to have a nice little pastry. I think I always go to Werner Cafe, which is kind of the
that's like the oldest cafe in Tartu right now.
Yeah, I think it changed to Gustav Cafe run the space, but it's still got the same atmosphere. A lot of students go straight up there after class, and it's good.
I would also add that if you want like a gastronomic experience and you're here in February, then each February there is this program called Tasty Tartu where there are around like 20-25 restaurants which offer like 3-course special menus for a fixed price, and it's a good experience, good way to experience like a restaurant level dining experience for a bit like cheaper price than it usually would cost you. So it's called Maitsev Tartu, and it's quite impossible to miss. But
no, I love going out to those. I don't know. Did you guys attend any of the Tasty Tartu this year, or no?
I didn't get a chance, but I was looking at the menus and very hungry.
Same. I went last year, but this year I missed it, sadly.
So this year I went to a gastronomist, and it's kind of in the middle of the town. Maybe it's a little more hidden, but it's a really, really nice restaurant that had like a great menu. So I appreciated that.
Yeah, it is. I guess for people who have certain palates, certain cuisines that they love, like if you love Thai food or something, or you love Japanese, you might find it a bit harder to find out those specific cuisines here.
Definitely. I think the those kind of types of food are a little bit more Estonianized. Like they're definitely an Estonian version, not as authentic. So I think we might have said this before on the podcast, but if you are looking for like the food from your country, you might have to get the apron on, get the pans out. You're going to be cooking. So.
There's one thing I would really recommend that people go to the home cafes that happen, the pop-up, like each suburb. It's kind of sporadic when it happens, but Supilin has a big kind of free day back-to-back, and basically
Karlova has one in 2 weeks from now when we're recording.
And like people open up their private houses and create these beautiful spreads. It's very wholesome.
So like end of May for the Karlova days, and then Supilin I think was
it's just
end of April.
End of April. Yeah.
I think like Tähtvere has apple garden days or something in autumn as well.
Oh man, do you know what?
I miss
so this is something to check out.
The apples actually, I think when this episode goes out, I think that's when all the apples will be here.
So good.
So if you come to Tartu and you have you see all the apples on the side of the road, those are free. You can take those. It's okay. A lot of people
often
are like,
people put the boxes with the apples for you to just take them. So please take them.
There's an abundance. So that should be happening around September.
September,
Yeah. So, I almost feel bad buying apples during the year because I'm like, all these
just
free apples,
and
then I just make pies and like
apples, then mandarins in December, and then the big Christmas. Tradition of everyone wants to eat mandarins.
Definitely, and I think Christmas in Tartu is really great. I don't know if we've mentioned it yet, but they have kind of a big setup in the middle of town, massive Christmas tree. You can write letters to Santa if you're so inclined, and
It's almost too sweet. It's like the archetype of like a Christmas village.
Yeah, really and there's like an ice skating rink and the fountain of the kissing students, which is kind of the symbol of Tartu, is right in the middle of it.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. So I wanted to ask you guys also, what would you say if you had a friend, visiting for the first time, what's like the number one spot you'd take them for maybe a day out? For me, I love the botanical gardens here. Yeah. So even going inside the greenhouse, going out and around. It's really, really nice.
I think I would do like a bike tour, I reckon, because I love the electric bikes that we've got in Tartu. I go with them everywhere, and I would do like maybe pop by all the museums, maybe get one of those museum cards.
I believe it's like Tartu City Bike. Is the name of it, and you can kind of buy either like a month subscription, and they're pretty convenient and they're everywhere. So
but the botanical gardens are great. I would do like maybe a tour of the suburbs. I'd go to Supilin probably, and if it's in summer, I would go to Ülejoe for the beach. I'd go there.
Yeah, I would also probably take them for a walk or a bike ride first, and if we have time, then I would also want to go to the National Museum, Estonian National Museum, so they could also get the feel of Estonia.
It's quite impressive, and it almost like I know you had already mentioned the Eram, but it's really impressive when you go there and you don't expect a building of like that kind of stature to be in Tartu. So it's definitely like a little bit of a shock, and I really like it. But as we are kind of closing off here, guys, we're running a little bit low on time. I wanted to ask you, what was your maybe best experience you've had in Tartu, like ever? Your number one. For me, I really like how they just made a new beach not that long ago. Maybe last year they just made this new beach, and you can swim in the Amayogi, which is the river that runs through town, and the current will carry you from one side of the beach to the other. And for me, that's just really cool.
I think summer here is the best time. I love snow, but I don't think I can live with it. And it is just a really lovely atmosphere. When the city closed off the main boulevard for the cultural capital, I'm not sure if that was specifically for that year, but they had all these pop-up musicians playing every week. And it was great. New Blue was there one day, and I was so starstruck.
That was like the Car Free Street, was it? Yeah, I think they do that every year. And there's like little food trucks, there's concerts.
Sorry to disappoint, but this year it's not going to happen. But instead, there's going to be an old town festival called Tartu Sumin. So it's basically similar things, but in a different spot.
Well, I'm glad we have you here. You're more informed than us.
But I would say that as someone who's lived here for more like 5 years or so, it's kind of difficult to pinpoint like the one best experience because I feel like Tartu is an amazing background for you to just live your simple little life.
Definitely.
But I agree with you that the summer here is amazing for me. I really enjoy the period of like May and June when everything is turning green and everything's turning warm, and I can just go to like Emajoki maybe and maybe grab a drink with a friend from Väike-Kuuba or the nearby spots and just chill near the riverside and enjoy being in this vibrant city.
Yeah, definitely. I think like in the winter you might see a few less people, but it is very beautiful. Nevertheless, and there's a lot of places to go skiing. You can do the ice skating. But right when it turns like even remotely nice, all the Estonians start scuttling out of their homes and they're on the side of the river and
everyone's sunbaking.
Yeah, exactly. Well, guys, that's all the time we have today. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for sharing your experiences. This has been the last episode. So if you, the listeners, have been enjoying these episodes, if you have any comments, we definitely read them. So any suggestions, any questions, any topics you might want us to cover for season 3, come on out, leave those comments, send us an email. We'll be happy to answer, and we really want to answer your questions and really help you find your way to Estonia. So again, thank you so much for listening. And this has been Tiksu to UniTartu. Thank you.
Ciao.
Ciao.